Namaste. The Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh will be completing its 100 years on this Vijayadashmi. And in this series, I'll be telling you all about its 6 Sarsanghchalaks, starting with Dr. KB Hedgewar. Dr. Hedgewar, or fondly called as Dr. Saab, was born on April 1, 1889 in Nagpur on the day of Vashpratipada. A man without enemies by nature, even his opponents could not criticize his character. He used to stress that the character of a Karyakarta should be immaculate. He never showed leniency in character matters. Building national character in people was the first task of his life. But man does not learn it by hearing about it, but by observing his own character. For this, Dr. Saab was a living example before the Swayamsevaks. The speciality of his leadership was that the more you went to him, the greater he appeared to be. This increased attraction is in persona. There was a charming sweetness about him. Also, he neither showed a sense of magnanimity nor unnecessary courtesy. The most important characteristics of Dr. Ji was his own identity, deeply rooted in Hindu Dharma. We can see this in the working methods of the Sangh. This working method is neither a copy of any Western working method nor any Bharatiya organization or party. From childhood itself, the feeling of patriotism in the form of action remained in the life of Dr. Hedgewar, without any time leaving, due to which his life was always illuminated. When he was studying in Lean City High School in Nagpur, the British government issued the infamous Risley Circular. Through this order, the British government wanted to keep the students away from the freedom movement. Keshav Rao had the quality of leadership since his student days. During the inspection of the school, Dr. Hedgewar made the students of every class welcome the inspectors with Vande Mataram. There was a commotion in the school, the matter spread, and finally he was expelled from the government-recognized school. Thereafter, he studied matriculation in the Rashtriya Shala of Yatmal. But before giving the examination, the school was also closed by the British government. Now he had to go to Amravati just to give his examinations. When a nation is enslaved, the patriotic hearts become very fragile emotionally. Keshav was courageous and was ready to make any sacrifice for his country. He never desired money, respect, fame, or even comfort. In the year 1910, he enrolled in the National Medical College in Kolkata to study medicine so that he could establish contact with the revolutionaries of Bengal and do similar work in Vidarbha. There, a group of revolutionaries named Anushilan Samiti was working under the leadership of Pulan Bihari Das. Keshav Rao became strongly associated with this committee by establishing a deep relationship with it. After the secondary examination, Hedgewar ji started spending all his time among revolutionaries. When a revolutionary from Bengal, Madhav Das Sannyasi, came to Nagpur, Keshav was given the responsibility of keeping him underground. He stayed in Nagpur and the surrounding areas for around 6 months and later went to Japan. Money was also collected in Madhya Pradesh for the rescue of revolutionaries trapped in the Alipur bomb case. Keshav was given the responsibility for Nagpur. Calcutta was considered like Kashi for the revolutionaries of the country, and at that time Keshav also had a desire to go to the Calcutta and join the revolutionary movement. He was under constant surveillance of the CID and the police, so he used to go under the pretext of studies. Fortunately, he passed the secondary examination in the 2nd division by securing the required marks. Keshav was also interested in the field of science. After the secondary examination, he earned some money by working as a teacher in a private school, but living in an expensive city like Calcutta required much more. His integrity and excellence had won hearts of Tilak's leaders of the Prant. They all started thinking about his future. Keshav had never mentioned his wishes, difficulties or sufferings to anyone in his childhood. Dr. Munje and his colleagues were very well acquainted with the nature of his. Together, they arranged for him to get enrolled in the National Medical College in Calcutta to study and do the required revolutionary activities. Ramlal Vajpayee, while mentioning this incident in his biography, has written that the real purpose of sending him to Calcutta was to obtain information related to the revolutionary organization and to act as a bridge between Madhya Pradesh and Bengal. He has written that Shri KB Hedgewar, the founder of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, was sent for revolution and organization under the guidance of Pulan Bihari Das, rather than education, after getting some financial help from Shri Daji Sabuti. His accommodation was arranged in Shanti Niketan, situated in Prem Gujral Park in Calcutta. National Medical College had students from all over the country and it had a pan-Bharat character. Many Maratha students along with Keshav had gone there to study. Narayan Rao Savarkar and Athavale etc. were among his friends. When Dr. Sahab reached Calcutta, the British were going through a period of repression of revolutionaries. The government was punishing, banning and prosecuting revolutionaries, newspapers, organizations and individuals through the Seditious Assembly Act 1907, the Criminal Law Amendment Act 1908 and the Indian Press Act 1910. The government was engaged in arresting the directors and workers of the revolutionary organizations, of which Baddha Bharati, Anushilan Sadhana Samiti and Antomnati Samiti were prominent by declaring them illegal. The number of such banned organizations was around 50. Anushilan Samiti, founded in 1901 by Pandit Mitra, was considered the most popular and organized revolutionary organizations in Bengal. All the famous revolutionaries of Bengal were associated with it. The names of Arvind Ghosh, Bipin Chandra Pal, Trailokyanath Chakrabarti, Nalini Kishore Guha, Pratul Ganguly, Jogesh Chandra Chatterjee, etc. are notable. Hedgewar joined the Anushilan Samiti as soon as he reached Calcutta. Chakrabarti has written that when Hedgewar was a student at the National Medical College, Nalini Kishore Guha, the author of the famous book Banglar Viplabvad, had written on Bengal, was also studying there. It was he who got Hedgewar, Narayan Rao Savarkar and other students admitted into the committee. Hedgewar soon made his place of trust in the committee. His lodge gradually became the center of revolutionary activities. During the underground phase, Shyam Sundar Chakrabarti used to come here occasionally and many revolutionaries including Nalini Kishore Guha used to stay there. The hideout also became a place to keep weapons safe. Throwing light on the role of Dr. Sahab, Guha has also written that Hedgewar was an ideal revolutionary in the true sense. He was known for his creative thinking and work among the members of the committee. Dr. Saab's synonym among the revolutionaries was cocaine, and he used the word anatomy for weapons. The committee had pledged that its members would never reveal the insider's detail to anyone. Strict secrecy was the basis of such work. There is a lack of concrete material on what role Hedgewar played in the committee, but all the major revolutionaries associated with the committee have described his role as respectable and of high standard. Jogesh Chandra Chatterjee, who spent 24 years in jail, has also acknowledged his importance in his book. During his 5-year stay in Calcutta, Hedgewar emerged as a popular figure among the nationalist leaders and revolutionaries over there. Shyam Sundar Chakrabarti had immense affinity for Dr. Saab. Dr. Hedgewar used to visit his house frequently. Like other revolutionaries, Chakrabarti ji's financial condition was also pathetic. Hedgewar ji had shown great promptness in solving the financial crisis arising in the marriage of his daughter. He had collected money and presented it to him. Hedgewar ji would definitely go to the meetings, Prabhat Feris, organized by another prominent nationalist, Maulvi Liaquat Hussain. It was a result of the closeness between the two. On Hedgewar's request, Hussain stopped wearing the fez cap and started wearing the Gandhi topi. Hedgewar ji was also close to people like Motilal Ghosh, Dr. Ashutosh Mukherjee, and had also a deep acquaintance with Ras Behari Bose and Bipin Chandra Pal. Throwing light on his character, Hadas has written that Hedgewar had won the hearts of the young revolutionaries with his sattvic character, commitment, and ordinary organization skills, and there was a large group of patriots who had devotion towards him. Dr. Hedgewar was working as a link between the revolutionary activities of Bengal and Madhya Pradesh. Between 1910 and 1915, a large quantity of pistols and other weapons was sent from Bengal to Madhya Pradesh, and whenever Hedgewar ji came to Nagpur, he used to bring weapons with him hidden. The central province government recognized the fact in 1912 that the Nagpur agitators were connected with the Bengal revolutionaries. Gopal Vasudev Ketkar, a government spy, was sent to Calcutta from central province to keep a close watch on Dr. Hedgewar. Dr. Saab used to come forward to oppose others on many occasions of tension. He used to say that a living society is that in which mothers, sisters and dignity are protected naturally. RSS Swayamsevaks are working to bring such liveliness in the society. As a Hindu society becomes awakened and stands with self-respect, more opportunities for struggle will come because others are not used to seeing the brilliance of Hindus. Till now, on occasions of struggle, they had seen only cowardly leaders and people who enter their homes closed and doors. But now the picture has changed. RSS Karyakartas, being the conscious component of the society, awaken its courage. This is in accordance with their Veervrat. Dr. Sahab became a doctor after completing his studies for 5 years in Kolkata's Medical College. Whatever he did in these 5 years, he never spoke about it. But it is well known that Dr. Sahab received affinity from leaders working in different fields. His friendship with revolutionaries grew in different places, and he worked very carefully, patiently, and in a planned manner to silently transport their weapons from one place to another. While doing so, he never faced any obstacle in the form of region and language. He had learned the Bengali language well and had also made friends with many people. During disasters like floods and epidemics, he took his young companions along and served the victims. When Kesharao returned to Nagpur with a doctor's degree, the country was facing the threat of the First World War. He felt that this was the right time to challenge the British government by organizing a revolutionary movement. He took part in the movement by taking many risks, but he soon realized that the foreigners cannot be uprooted by bringing about a revolution with the arm in a large country like Bharat. Hence, he had spread this work gradually with as much caution as he could. It took many years. He did not get disappointed or disheartened in times of failure. It was his nature to keep working with the feeling of patriotism and selflessness. While studying in Nagpur from 1915 to 1920, Dr. Sahab worked a lot in the national movement. He used to travel around and hold meetings and sittings. But he paid special attention to igniting the fire of complete independence among the youth. Due to his quality of doing his work wholeheartedly, selflessly, and involving colleagues and leaders, started considering his cooperation very important. Whatever Dr. Sahab understood, he would put it forward to big leaders without any hesitation. In the convention of 1920, everyone's attention was drawn to the personality, and despite his different views, everyone got to see his special quality of following the discipline of the organization. In Nagpur, even the police searched the houses of Hedgewar and Dr. Munje twice, but found nothing. Thus, the government felt powerless to do anything despite knowing everything about Dr. Hedgewar. Along with his role in the revolutionary movement, Dr. Sahab also actively participated in two mass movements in Bengal. In 1911, he participated in the boycott movement of Delhi Darbar, while in 1914, he also led a movement by creating a strong public opinion against the government's refusal to accept the degree of National Medical College. The revolutionary attitude of the students of National Medical College was the main reason behind the government's decision. Anand Bazar Patrika wrote an edition on 16 November 1915 opposing this law. Motilal Ghosh, the editor of the magazine, gave a strong form to the movement and giving all special kind of help to Hedgewar ji. Surendranath Banerjee was also giving a strong form to the movement. Surendranath Banerjee joined the movement, and a huge public meeting was organized in Calcutta, where Dr. Hedgewar reached Nagpur and organized a meeting in support of this movement, and a resolution was passed against the bill. Ultimately, the government had to withdraw this black law in 1916 itself. At present, many forces are working to weaken and destroy our Hindu society and nation. One of their efforts is to create conflict within the Hindu society, and they deliberately incite the sentiments of a group by spreading false and distorted propaganda. For this, they receive a lot of money from abroad. There is no need to tell separately that there are political motives behind. Our brothers living in slums and forest areas are being provoked to be discontent about their neglected condition. Unequal treatment meted out to them, and the extreme poverty and unemployment prevalent in the society. On the other hand, there is a systematic effort to cut them off from the mainstream of the nation by luring them with the money. Muslims are also forming a political party by luring this section of Hindu society with them. Under this guise, there is an attempt to create separatism and mutual hatred. To counter this, the Sangh is making nationwide efforts to infuse harmony and intimacy in national life with the help of religious leaders, scholars, and selfless social workers. It is an experience that the efforts to build mutual trust based on Hindutva are succeeding, and the society is fully cooperating in this task. Thank you for watching.